afternoon, Pokesports. On to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 13 video, bringing you a Volcanion team. Now, I'm surprised that I didn't do Volcanion sooner. I got to the end of my list and I was like, I have 5 mythics left. I wonder which they are, and I found Volcanion there. Volcanion's probably one of the most unique typings in the game, with fire, water not being a common typing at all. In fact, I think Volcanion is the only one and will be the only one for a very long time. So the thing that I decided to do with Volcanion's stats aren't awful. Defensively, it's actually pretty decent. Especially offensively, it's really nice as well. But it has a lot of attack that it doesn't really need. It doesn't have a lot of speed. If that attack just got swapped with the speed, this Pokemon would be A tier at least. So the issue is that's not the case. The issue is that it does have a lot of attack that it doesn't use. I'm running a spec set so I can give it a little bit more special attack, and I'm also running this with a dual weather since it is fire and it is water type. I can kind of run it in both situations, which is kind of the idea I'm going for here with both Ogre and Groudon. So if I see an opposing Ogre, I can fight them with the sun. If I see an opposing Groudon, I could fight them with the rain. That's kind of the idea I'm going for here. Along with that, I'm not really using it as a Dynamax this game. As you can see, I do have specs on it, so, you know, why would you run specs if you're going to click Dynamax anyway? So I decided to stick a Charizard on this team. Charizard to be the other fire type that can just help me one-shot things if I have to. I'm also running Sunny Day on this Whimsicott, so theoretically, I don't even need the Groudon in certain matchups. I don't want to lock myself onto choosing Groudon sometimes. Like, sometimes I just want to have Sun Up, one-shot something, and then have Ogre finish it off in the back, you know, just against more neutral matchups. And then we have a Zacian to tie up the team composition. But yeah, this is pretty much the best thing that I could think of for Volcanion. Hopefully we do get to see some serious damage come out of this Volcanion today. The other cool thing about Volcanion, by the way, is that it's a great counter to Ogre because it does have water absorb, so can't take damage from water moves, which is really cool, especially since water, you know, is a neutral attack against Volcanion, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this team. So if you guys are excited to see Volcanion here on the channel, go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's get on to Volcanion video. Holy restricted. Okay, also double weather team on my opponent's side of the field, but they got a bunch of raid bosses, huh? I'm not too concerned. I think we can actually deal with this relatively decently. Like, we definitely don't have to fear the Calyrex Ice too much. We do have to fear the Ogre, but I think we go ahead lead with the Zard. I almost want to lead Zard Volcanion, but I also understand that I'm going to have to worry about that Ogre swap in. So what if I just do Zard Whim? What other moves did I give this Whimsicott? Helping Hand and Moonblast. Okay. Sunny Day Tailwind. Got it. Okay, let's do Zard Whim. I think I want to play with the Groudon this matchup. Yeah, Groudon's definitely the one. So let's do Groudon and Volcanion in the back. Volcanion kind of has the late game sweeper, which means I'm going to leave the Zacian behind. I mean, in an ideal world, I wouldn't bring Volcanion here. I would actually just bring Zacian to clean up the rest, but Volcanion video, right? In an ideal world, Zacian would be coming to this matchup, but we got to showcase the friend. So my opponent is bringing nothing but a bunch of restricteds. I'm not bringing any restricted, and I hope I'm not going to get... I mean, I am bringing 2 restricteds, but I'm bringing both of my Pokemon that aren't restricted. Actually, I'm bringing 3 Pokemon that aren't restricted because one of them is Volcanion. So yeah, I'm only bringing 1. They actually lead with the Groudon and the Calyrex Ice. Interesting. They pretty much have to give me a choice here, which sucks, right? I don't want to have this choice, but I'm gonna have to have this choice. Do I knock out the Groudon or do I lose my Charizard for no reason? I pretty much have to allow them. Yeah, I'm going all in on this Groudon. Yeah, I'm going all in on Groudon. I pretty much have to allow them to get Trick Room up here, which is super unfortunate, but it's the way it is. Another idea I had thought of having on this Whimsicott instead of Helping Hand was Trick Room, actually. But the issue is, there are situations like where this Groudon my Dynamax, for example, and I have to use Helping Hand in order to knock it out. But no matter what comes in here is gonna take a lot of damage, like an incredible amount of damage. The only thing that could probably save them right now is if they hard swap into Ogre, I think. But if they hard swap into Ogre, that means they're not clicking. Oh, there it is. Is this a hard swap into the Ogre? 2. Reshiram. Okay. I thought that was Porygon 2 for a second. I'm like, I don't remember there's being a Porygon 2 anywhere. Interesting. So, okay, so they're hard swapping to the Reshi, thinking I will go for the max wildfire onto that Reshi spot. Nah. Okay, this is great. Like, I was really only concerned about an Ogre. Now, if they Dynamax this Groudon, that would be even better, because I think that means I could burn down their Dynamax Mon. Yeah, perfect. I could burn. I'm pretty sure I could knock out Groudon here, right? There's a lot of damage behind this, and I'm gonna remain in the sun. I have to be able to knock out this Groudon. Unless it's like max HP, max special defense, Assault Vest. I think this is gonna obliterate the Groudon. Let's see though. Fingers crossed, baby. Come on, Charizard, show me what you got. Solar Power Life Orb in the sun. Yes. Yes. That's a good way to start the day. That is an absolutely wonderful way to start today. And pop. All right, I'm gonna take a lot of damage from things, but it's okay. They got no Dynamax left. I still have a Zard. I'm fine. Now, if they swap in Ogre, they don't even have it. Even better. So they can't change the weather on me, is what that means. I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Airstream. Actually, no. I think I'm going to Wildfire the Dialga. We can't Dynamax. I think that might even just knock out Dialga. I'm going to hard swap in Senior Steam Eruption over here. Bring in the Volcanion. While I have the sun up, but while I can guarantee the sun is going to remain up. Show its face, show its presence. Here's a Wildfire. Eat this, you stupid dragon. Beautiful. Oh, the Sash, though? Okay, Sashed Dialga. Thankfully, the Heat Wave does not do a lot to either one of my Pokemon, but it looks like they're going to Trick Room here. Yeah, they do. I think Volcanion outspeeds them, though, right? What is my Volcanion set? I completely forgot. I have a little bit of speed investment on this Volcanion. 172 to be specific. Which is okay. The issue is they were able to get their Calyrex on the field. The thing is, Calyrex can't knock both of my Pokemon out. Can only knock out one of them with maybe a high horsepower. It's either they go for the Glacial or they go for the high horsepower. I'm gonna just double fire move no matter what they do. And I'm gonna let my Groudon deal with this Reshiram in the back. So yeah, just straight up double fire move is all that I really got going for me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna outspeed this Reshiram. Okay, they just Glacial here. It's not gonna knock out either one of my Pokemon, actually. And then Solar Beam. Okay. That is not what I expected. Do I live this? So it's a neutral. I guess they don't have a ground move. I don't live. Wow. Well, sorry, Volcanion. Life Formed Reshiram hard counters you with Solar Beam, I guess. So much for my base 90 special defense. I guess I could have more investment. I have 92 investment in HP on this set, but like it didn't hang on. It's okay. Well, I blew up their Trick Room Pokemon, so that's fine. And I blew up my own Gigantamax. I think Charizard got a lot of value out of this, though. I think Charizard single-handedly might have, you know, won me the game. So that's pretty cool. All right, now I just go into Whimsy. I probably have to click Helping Hand because they're just going to click Heat Wave here. And then I have to connect with Precipice Blades now. Wish me luck. Which is my highest damage output and my highest accuracy on this mon. So Precipice Blades, and I have to click Helping Hand here. Which is okay. It just sucks if I miss, but we're not going to speak that into existence. We can't possibly miss with a Groudon. It's never ever happened in the history of Pokesports before. Blue Flare. Ouch. I might die. I live at 3 because of AV. I get burnt. Oh my goodness, thank God. Why was this battle so close? My Charizard literally knocked out 3 Pokemon and I still almost lost. Man, restricted metas are weird. They're so weird. Marshadow, Magearna, Indeedee, Volcanion, Palkia, and Calyrex Shadow. Okay, so it's 2 restricteds and 3 mythics team. Also another Volcanion that we're getting to see today. I'm a little bit concerned mostly about that Palkia though. I am not gonna lie. I don't think I have play rough on this. No, I don't. Okay. Yeah, Palkia's a little awkward. Unironically, Groudon's my best answer to Palkia right now. What if we go Groudon and Volcanion right away? Because they're gonna want to set Trick Room here, right? They might. It's weird. They either could or they either can't. I don't know which one it is. Okay, I want to go Groudon and Whimsy for now. Bring Volcanion in the back, and I think we're doing Zacian this game. I think this one's a Zacian game. And if we see Magearna on the field, we have to smack it immediately, right? Magearna, if left undealt with, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have serious problems, which is why we have to deal with it as soon as possible. Because if you just leave it alone, it's gonna get Soul Heart boosts, you know, here and there. It's gonna really mess us up. Speak of Magearna, this is okay. This is very fine. Because the Tailwind should be an okay turn for us. There's the Unnerve, here's the Drought. Okay, everything's going at normal pace. Pretty sure I outspeed Magearna, so I'm just gonna Dynamax Max Quake it. I'm pretty sure nothing on their team resisted that or is immune to that. Yeah, no floaties. Okay, cool. Yeah, Max Quake should be fine unless they Dynamax the Magearna. And I think, should I Helping Hand? I don't think I have to. I think if Magearna doesn't max and tries to Trick Room, I will still stop it. I'm also wondering, what if the Calyrex Trick Rooms? I'm going to Moonblast it just to break Sash. I'm not going to set Tailwind yet. Because I have Assault Vest. I should be fine, right? I should be theoretically fine against the Calyrex Shadow. And if they do set Trick Room, then I think my Groudon likes that. The thing is, like, I'm also trying to prepare myself for if they set Trick Room. If I set Tailwind and they set Trick Room, then I'm screwed. But if they set Trick Room and I don't Tailwind, then at least I have a way to kind of maneuver around it. Okay, they just A Barrage. Fine by me. No big deal. Here's a Moonblast. Just to break the potential Sash on this Calyrex. That's all that's there for. Let's see how much a big Max Quake can do. Please don't be sashed on Magearna. That would be very wild. Big Max Quake is going to be more than enough to knock out the Magearna. Can't get a Soul Heart boost on yourself, Tom. And that's going to be a +1 special defense for my side of the field as well. Thank you, Groudon. Thank you so much, Groudon. So now we just set up Tailwind and hopefully knock out this Cali. My Groudon doesn't have a lot of speed investment. Only has 36 total. Hold on. At level 50, what does that make me? 115. 115 times 2 is 230. So I should outspeed Calyrex at least. I think I'm going to focus down Calyrex and I'm going to worry about this Volcanion later. I hope I'm not going to be punished for that. So yeah, let's just go for the for the Tailwind here. Knock out the Cali. And this should also give me another special defense boost on top of my Assault Vest. So there's just no way that I can get one shot by this thing. Maybe they could change the weather, but I can always change it back. With my sunny day, if they allow my Whimsicott to live another turn. But yeah, Groudon's looking good right now, folks. Groudon's like another secondary Dynamax option for this team. Actually, since my Volcanion isn't a Dynamax option, I tried to make it so that all of my Restricteds plus Charizard were Dynamax options. right? With the Assault Vest and with the Mystic Water on the Ogre. Just to make it so that I have a lot of options. Since I'm limiting my Volcanion option. Okay, my opponent is confused on what they should do. Looks like they're going to Dynamax a Cherish Ball. That's going to be their Volcanion. I'm not going to target it down this turn. I will target it down next turn, though. I can't imagine they went for a Whimsicott here. They definitely went for like a Max Flare into the Groudon, but I think we take that. Volcanion's teeth are creepy. Okay. Tailwind. Thank you. This should be enough to outspeed the Cali. Beautiful. Max Quake now. Into the Cali. Goodbye. And let's see what the Volcanion wants to do now. And this is good. Now that the threat of Trick Room is theoretically gone, I think we're okay. Max Quake. Okay. Gonna raise your own special defense, I see. Into my Groudon? I don't care. I don't care about that at all. What is even the point of that? I disagree with that one. I'm not special. I think you were better off going for Max Flare here. Unless they thought I was a fire type. I don't know. I'm not primal no more. All right. Marshadow is their final. Ooh, that can get annoying with stealing my stats. But it's okay. We're going to go for the Max Quake onto the Volcanion. And part of me wants the hard swap here since my Whimsicott kind of already did its job. Set the Tailwind up. Made me faster than them. Broke a Sash. So I think to preserve the Tailwind for late game, if we even get to late game. But, you know, it's always nice to prepare for late game, even if you're not sure if you're going to get there. Because you never know. This could be a very bulky Volcanion. Speaking of Volcanion, let's swap in our Volcanion here. They go for the Protect on Marshadow. That's perfectly fine with me. They had the opportunity to take my stats. They didn't want to do it. Because I was not going to attack that spot. Big Max Quake now into the Volcanion. Takes it down to very low HP. But not going to be enough to knock out. But hey, that's 3 special defense boosts on my Groudon here. They switched the Geyser. Water Absorb it. Oh, they make... It makes it look like I made a big brain play, but I didn't predict that at all. But I'm glad it happened. I am very glad it happened. Okay, now we just go for the Precipice plus Heat Wave and hopefully not miss any of our moves. We have the wiggle room to miss our moves, though. We have that opportunity. If we miss, we don't lose necessarily. But we won't miss. We just won't. I also want to see Volcanion get to attack once today. That would be nice. It hasn't gotten to do much so far. Granted, it's only the second battle, but still, I want to see it do something. P-Blades. I'm gonna pop the Volcanion, and now let's see this poor little Marshadow hopefully die to a single targeted Heat Wave. With Specs and the Sun. A lot of damage boost on this Heat Wave, by the way. Yes, does connect. Will be more than enough to clean up this Marshadow from the field, and Volcanion is taking its second dub in today's video. Amazing. But this time, it got to attack. GG's. Calyrex Ice with Melmetal. This team looks familiar. Did I run this team? No. I don't think I ran Calyrex Ice, did I? I ran something similar to this, but interesting. I mean, I feel like a lot of people are going to run Calyrex Ice with Melmetal. Just makes a lot of sense. But Regieleki is what's a little bit terrifying, because Regieleki can kind of put a dent into 3 of my Pokemon, and like if Helping Hand boosted, can knock out Zacian as well. Zacian's going to be a big proponent to a victory, I think, in this battle specifically. The thing is, like, I want to lead with Groudon, but I got to be a little bit concerned with the Incin, so part of me also just wants to lead with Ogre. With Groudon in the back. Right, so what if we do Ogre? How about this? Let's go Ogre and... I can't lead double electric weaknesses against the Regieleki. That's going to be a little bit rough. Could go Ogre Whim. How about this? Ogre, Zacian, Groudon, Volcanion. And we'll see how that does. I'm not too confident in this battle, simply because I don't know how many ways I have to deal with this Regieleki, right? Groudon is pretty much my only surefire, hey, you can be immune to their electricity and be okay. But then that comes at the cost that, you know, fighting against Incineroar, right? And getting intimidated every 5 seconds. I really hope they nerf Intimidate in the future. Callie and Incineroar is going to be their lead of choice. Interesting. This is fine. This is really fine. All I got to do is Dynamax my Ogre, and I think I win. Because I'm pretty sure Calyrex can't live a Dynamax Ogre with Mystic Water in the rain. Oh, I'm not max special attack, but I am modest. I have 156 in special attack. Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I think I'm definitely going to swap out my Zacian. There's just no point of keeping on the field. Let me just make sure I'm doing my highest damage water move onto the Calyrex. Beautiful. I could also sub here, but there's just no point to it. I'd much rather just get my Volcanion on the field. They could protect Parting Shot, which is another reason why Instant is annoying. It's like you have way too many options, right? I'm still gonna swap just in case they don't, and I just want to preserve my Zacian for the later game, right? There's no use in throwing it away this early. All right, here's my Dynamax. Don't know if they're gonna Dynamax their side of the field. I somewhat highly doubt it. Another part of me really wanted to just one-shot this Instant if I get a chance to, but oh well. I would much rather see if I could stop the Trick Room, if anything, right? Now, if they're Focus Sash on Callie, then there's not much I could do about that. They did go for the Fake onto the Ogre, so I could have double attacked. That's a little bit rough. Oh well, though. I really thought they were just going to assume that I was going to Dynamax. Okay, cool. They're not Sash. So that's still fine by me, right? It's not an optimal play, but it was a safe play. If I wanted to be optimal, I could have stayed in with Zacian there and still gone for the Sacred Sword, or even a sub. And then just had a Zacian behind a sub for the game. Oh, that's another problem. Hear me out, though. I could guard this. They definitely go for the Ogre, right? I guess there's nothing saying... I don't have to knock out the Alecki, believe it or not, because I have the Groudon in the back. So I think if I double into the Instant with double water moves, no matter what, I come out on top this turn because I take out their Instant. And then I have 2 physical attackers that can deal with this Alecki. So they're going to Dynamax Alecki. I hope my idea to ignore the Alecki isn't going to bite me in the butt. I don't think it will. I think I'll be safe here. Simply because the Groudon can sit in front of this Alecki and not care. Unless they have other type of like coverage moves, but most Aleckis just have electric moves. Alright, there's the Max Lightning into my Ogre. And I'm gonna live it anyway. That's surprising. Okay, so you're definitely not Life Orb, right? What is that, like a Sash on the Alecki? It wasn't a Sash on Callie. It could even be a Sash on Instant. That's been popping around. Okay, yeah, no Life Orb. It's probably Sash. Or even AV. I've seen AV running around lately too. The Instant is not going to take that Geyser well. Goodbye, Incineroar. And this Steam Eruption, which was intended for the Incineroar, is actually going to go onto the Alecki. That's not Assault Vest. And what are you? You're not Sash. You're not Assault Vest. You're not Life Orb. Unless that's just how much damage I do in the rain with Volcanion. Yay, Volcanion. Oh, they forfeit, right? Oh, and it's over. Yeah, there's no special offense in the world that Melmetal could have that would survive this hit. The exact same 2 moves, and that'll be a GG. Battle was canceled. Wow, that was a little bit short. So I think it's going to be a special 4-battle episode, baby. GG's to my opponent, nevertheless. I feel like... I don't know what that Alecki set was. That was weird. The Alecki, I feel like, should have been able to... not one-shot, but at least if you're not going to one-shot live a Steam Eruption. I don't know. Maybe I'm just underestimating Volcanion. Double Dogs, Kyogre, Volcanion, Calyrex Shadow, and Cresselia. We have not seen a Cresselia in a very long time. But interesting, very interesting. I think we have to fight their water with our sun, though. I think I'm going Charizard Whim with the Groudon in the back. And then Volcanion. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. We got to fight their weather with our weather. They got double dogs too, right? Since they got double dogs, then even more reason to bring fire types and ground types against their dogs. My biggest concern is actually that Ogre. But we have the water absorb if we want a hard swap. So that's fine, right? We have the Pokemon that can deal with that Ogre. But if the Ogre does have like Thunder, I guess that makes it a little bit more complicated. But it should still be okay. It shouldn't be too complicated that we can't deal with it. Just, you know, we have to use our brain sometimes. Kalos Champion, who are you? Calyrex and Cress. Don't appreciate it. Can Cresselia live a max flare from a Zard? If I helping hand boost it? What do we think, folks? Because, like, I really want to knock out that Caress, if I'm gonna be entirely honest. Or should I Sunny Day? I think Sunny Day is better just in case they hard swap an Ogre. So then at least I can get the sun back up. Yeah, I like Sunny Day. Because it covers for the hard swap, which I think they're going to do. No hard swap. Okay. So anyway, it's still fine because I still give myself a 50% boost through solar power. So I still get that 50% boost from somewhere, right? Now, would it have been better if I got the 50% boost plus the helping hand? Yes, sure, fine. But it's okay. I have to take my wins where I can get them. Oh, speaking of helping hand boost, I think I still live this, but that's scary. Here's my Sunny Day. Unless it's Specs, I might die. Hold on, wait, this is terrifying. Youch, I do take a lot of damage. It crits my Zard. And it's still not enough to knock me out. Okay, so even if it was Specs, it was definitely not knocking me out. Let's see how much a Wildfire can do. Melt. Melt, please. Good. Okay. Crit for crit, I guess. Do they have the Ogre in the back, though, is the question. Yeah, we're going to take a lot of damage here. It's fine. It's fine. Ow. Wildfire's on the field, at least. I'm chipping down their Cali. Calyrex also didn't receive any boosts there, which is really nice. I can still go for a Tailwind if I so please. I think I have to Tailwind. This is scary, though. Zamazenta. They could still have an Ogre that they're just waiting to use on me. I have to Tailwind. And I think I have to Airstream. Just in case they swap into Ogre. I have to knock out this Calyrex before Calyrex is able to get stat boosts, right? So that's my thought process this turn. Okay, thankfully Calyrex didn't click Protect, which is what like another concern of mine. Thankfully, I am able to click the Airstream button and eliminate their Calyrex from the game. That's two very annoying Pokemon that I eliminated from their side of the field. So now if they do have their Ogre in the back, I'm going to lock them onto Sun, which is really nice. All right, there's the Life Orb chip. I'll take Solar Power chip later. They go for Coaching. Ah, get wrecked. I'm going to lose my Zard, but it's okay. It is A-okay. Why are they coaching onto a Calyrex, though? That's weird. There's no physical Pokemon on the field, so I don't understand that one. That one doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Time to go into Volcanion, I think, because it's just the best of both worlds. If they bring out Ogre, I could deal with Ogre. If they bring out another Zacian, then oh, they got the double dogs. It's time. You guys want to see two dogs absolutely pop? Wait, does my Volcanion even outspeed these things? I gotta change it to level 50 on Showdown. Sorry. Do I even outspeed? 112. 112 times 2 is 224. I do outspeed. Perfect. I have just enough to outspeed Calyrex and Tailwind. Perfect. Ah, look at me with my EV spreads. And yeah, now we just helping hand. That should be GG. If we double connect here, it's GG. And what a better way to end today's video than a double KO with Volcanion. The double helping hand. Who hits first? Who does it? Volcanion does. Double heat wave into double dogs and double dead. Specs boosted. Stab boosted. Sun boosted. Helping hand boosted. That's what you need to defeat the two new restricteds in this generation. And Volcanion is taking a 4th dub in today's episode. Let's go ahead and get you guys a rental code. And here you have the rental code for the Volcanion team. And, you know, 4 wins in a row in today's episode. That speaks for itself, guys, right? Volcanion obviously is not the strongest Pokemon in existence because of its speed tier, but if you can get it in an adequate speed tier with Whimsicott, right? Especially if they don't have Tailwind, you are fast enough to be able to outspeed Calyrex Shadow in Tailwind, which means you can also outspeed Zacian. It means you can also outspeed the majority of every Pokemon that exists, except for Regieleki. That's the thing with this team that kind of sucks a little bit for, is that Regieleki is a kind of an issue, but you have the Groudon to help you out in that regard, right? Volcanion in general is great. We got to see Water Absorb get used today. We got to see Steam Eruption get used today. We got to see Heat Wave get used today. It's just the best of both worlds, and guess what? We're playing in both weathers. I like how many options this team does give. I love how many questions it does pose for your opponent in team preview. They don't know if you're going Ogre. They don't know if you're going Groudon. They don't know if you're going Zar. They don't know if you're going Volcanion. They probably know you're bringing Zacian because, let's be honest. But, you know, that's kind of the whole thought process behind this team, is just making your opponent not know what the heck is going on. Another thought I had, instead of Helping Hand, was to have Trick Room on the Whimsicott, but that's just an idea. I never put it into practice. So if you guys want to maybe try that out, that's all up to you. Against Trick Room teams, thankfully we didn't have to face any today. The plan is to typically just one-shot the Trick Room setter with Zard if you can. But I do also have Substitute on Zacian, right? I Substitute on Zacian, which means that you can at least get, you know, a sub up, have a hit while in Trick Room, and probably be able to hit something back with a Behemoth Blade at +1. But overall, that's the team. If you guys enjoyed this team, go ahead and hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. I'm Kevin, this is Pokesports, and guys, so much for watching. Have a great night, and peace out. Bye-bye.